On July-August 2025, the world marked International Youth Day by recognizing the power of young people to shape inclusive and sustainable cities through innovation, data, and grassroots leadership. The SCEJU Consortium celebrated the day by bringing together young leaders, government representatives, civil society, and development partners for the launch of two critical initiatives: the financial support to third parties FSTP award and the PEM Generation Kenya. The FSTP model provides grants and mentorship to local civil society actors and innovators. During the celebrations, it recognized 6 outstanding youth and women-led initiatives working in informal water and waste management in Makueni, Kisumu, and Nakuru counties in Kenya.
We have identified 6 organizations that will make a stronger impact through the financial support within their respective counties, whether it comes to water management or whether it comes to waste management. And it's important to note that we have a very strong focus on the informal spaces, whether it's the informal economy or the informal world of work. So therefore, all those 6 organizations are trying to make a difference within an informal space. And hereby, it is obvious that us, the FES, CECDP, as well as PACTUR, we have a lot of trust in them. We trust in the youth to make a meaningful difference on the ground. But we won't stop there. It is one thing to provide them with financial support in order to increase their project's impact. It's extremely exciting, and I think it will push our project, the SCEJU project, to another limit, because we will be working with those who actually know what needs to be done. They know how it needs to be done, but they lack, on the one hand, the financial means to implement whatever they want to implement, but they also lack what I would call a networking kind of component, and yes, a bit of a capacity building component. Yeah, you'll see that the 6 organizations, the projects that we have chosen, we've used a long list of criteria, we've done our due diligence properly, and there was quite a lot of competition. So ideally we could have actually provided even more organization with support, but they are already making a difference on the ground. They are very well connected within their communities, and without them, I'm sure the day-to-day experiences of many Kenyans, many county members, would be a lot different compared to what they are at the moment. But we would like to assist them in scaling up their projects in order, first of all, to reach out to more community members, but also to make a bigger impact on what I would call the political level. So therefore, it goes beyond just the network. We will also assist them in making sure that their voices are being heard even beyond their respective communities.
I think for me, FSTP, or the financing, is a catalytic element in it. So it's more of recognizing there's effort. So it's not absence of effort. It's how do you drive that effort? How do you take it to the next level? So the investment is to now drive that process of change from where it is to a place where it makes more meaningful benefits. So employing more people, employing more strategies, employing new techniques of doing business, and elements of that nature. Each organization can access between 5 and 6 million shillings, and that's the startup fund. We have another funding that then comes to accelerate their skills transfer. We're also looking at building capacities of the institutions. So where they have certain tools and instruments that will make them perform better, we invest in that also. So at the end of the day, it's not just the product that we look at as the end value, but the institutional strength that comes out of that process.
These awardees have developed practical solutions such as community-led waste recycling, inclusive water access, and circular economy innovations, all aligned with Kenya's Water Act 2016 and Sustainable Waste Management Act 2022.
At Simbakogelo, currently we have 960 households directly who we are supplying with water. But there are those ones who can't even afford to connect water to their households. So with them, we supply them through water kiosk. They're able to get a jerrycan of water at 2 shillings. But still, this kiosk cannot operate the whole day because somebody has to be there, and maybe when they close, people cannot access water. So then we propose to do an overhaul of our systems. We propose to digitize our billing system. We propose to have a standard water kiosk that is digitized, that people can be able to access water during the day. And for our manual PEM tiers, we propose to train them, equip them, so that they are able to escalate this to other people. Because Nyalenda B also has a very high water level, you find that pit latrines that are usually constructed there, within a few years, they get to go down. So also construct a model one in trained landlords. This is a sample, it can be done. And of course, we're in the day and age of climate change, to bring all this conversation that you're having up here down to the ground level.
We believe that the only way to close the loop in empowering a vulnerable waste hero who is at the front line of the waste recovery, the only way to close that loop is ensuring that they can then make a business out of it. And that's what we hope to achieve with the SCEJU partnership. So we're happy that the SCEJU partnership has launched, and part of the technology that we've built and building on the success that has happened is that we are going to be targeting up to 3 MRFs, up to 50 youth and women at the heart of these MRFs operating, demonstrating a business case and ensuring that can Kisumu City in itself demonstrate that the MRFs are an actual business case, and there's an enterprise model that when you talk about youth and women getting green, dignified livelihoods from waste sector is actually a reality.
So this award has 3 main phases. We have an area of capacity building and creating awareness. We have an area of green innovations where we are looking at also creating decent jobs and bringing in the innovation aspect to waste management. And the third area is on policy advocacy. Makueni County has a couple of policies that they have put in place, but we believe with a little awareness and also reviews, we would get enforcement in place or just implementation getting worked up on waste management. And that would really help with even the program that we are doing, because unless we are backed up by policy, again, it will not be sustainable. So we are looking at those 3 areas that the award is going to address, and we believe it's going to help do sustainable waste management in Makueni.
What our proposed project is proposing to do is to have a water treatment system, a reverse osmosis system that is centralized and accessible for all the households within Emali. And this will be supported by an e-platform where we will be connecting these vendors to the households that are accessing water, and also a digital water management platform that will support the monitoring of the water and the behavior trends of the consumers and the water vendors within Emali Sultan Hamud municipality.
I feel like I'm the one receiving this award on behalf of Makueni when I see, and it's an organization which I've worked with, and as I said, I am in charge of cleanliness. You find the women which are employed by the government are the elderly and maybe the low ones. Now I'm happy to see that this award will help us have the young ones. Even the awardees are young people.
This is a real game changer when people are coming to say, look here, we are learned, we know what's happening in different parts of the world, we can master the technology, and we are coming in to solve a problem that we have in the country, and we'll make money while solving it.
The event also marked the launch of personal employability mapping, christened the PEM Generation Kenya. The PEM Generation, launched in collaboration with Nexus NextGen and Elevate SMEs, is a youth-driven platform using tools such as personal employability mapping and vulnerability risk and resilience analysis to identify and act on the structural and personal challenges faced by young people. The insights generated will inform policy discussions and build a national database of youth-led innovations and urban resilience actions. The initiative targets 50,000 youths across all 47 counties in Kenya.
Under the SCEJU program, one of the key objectives they're looking to achieve is to unlock 2,000 jobs through this program across the 3 counties. And how we come in as a PEM generation, which informs this partnership, is to see how to help them unlock that better give the youth the tools they need to unlock these jobs, not just for themselves, but even through the businesses that they're running in their counties.
I think we're looking at a future that will be very interesting because the focus is on young and the focus is on women. And doing this on International Youth Day gives us a spirit that we are going to be driving a momentum with the youth bulge that will start to excite more people to get into the circular economy.
This year's International Youth Day theme, Youth Empowerment for Sustainable Cities and Decent Jobs, reflects SCEJU's belief that meaningful inclusion of youth is not optional. It is foundational to building livable, future-ready cities in Africa.